All right, guys and gals, this is the worst post-Bruin anti-gun bill, an even worse bill than what Oregon had or what New York had. This is the worst one yet, and it bans everything. It changes everything, and we need to know about it because what this state did was waited for all the other anti-gun states to pull their malarkey, and this one was intensified. Before I jump into that, I want to thank the sponsor of the video, and that's Lear Capital. Inflation is killing our wallets at the pump and the grocery store. Interest rate hikes are killing our small businesses and the economy. Banks are failing. The dollar is failing. And it seems to be getting worse day by day. But the good news is that we can protect ourselves and our financial futures by holding tangible assets like gold and silver. So why wait? Do what I did and call my friends at Lear Capital. They helped me purchase my gold and silver and showed me just how easy it actually is to add physical gold or silver to an IRA or a 401k. Give them a call today. It's 1-800-260-5075 or check them out at leargg.com. Links and phone number will be down in the description for you. Once again, that's leargg.com or 1-800-260-5075. Hey guys, my name is Jared, this is Guns and Gadgets, and I bring you all of the Second Amendment news every single day, from litigation to legislation, anything in between. If you want to stay in the know, subscribe to the channel down below, hit that like button and share so other people see this monstrosity. And this is a complete destruction of the Constitution. I'm reshooting this intro because I want to jump right into it. This is terrible. Let's start right here with Section 173 of this bill. This will ban possession of any gun, you know, your constitutionally protected activity, whether it's loaded or unloaded, in any prohibited area. And what is a prohibited area? It's any of the following, including in or upon any part of the buildings, grounds, or parking areas of a place owned, leased, or under the control of state, county, or municipal government, used for the purpose of government administration, judicial, or court administrative proceedings, or correctional services. A location in use as a polling place or used for the storage or tabulation of ballots. An elementary school, secondary school, college, university, or other educational institution, including transport used for students of said institution and places where persons are assembled for educational purposes. Any private property, including but not limited to residential, commercial, industrial, agricultural, institutional, or undeveloped property. Yeah, vacant lots are going to be gun-free zones unless the owner has provided express consent or has posted a sign indicating that it is permissible to carry on the premises a firearm with a valid or lawfully issued firearm license or permit under Chapter 140 of the Massachusetts General Laws. A law enforcement officer may arrest without a warrant and detain a person found in violation of this section. So you're a law-abiding citizen with your constitutionally protected firearm on your hip, even following the government requirement of the permission slip, the LTC, the license to carry, and you're walking around anywhere, then you will be arrested or detained in violation of this section of this bill. What happened to America? These restrictions shall not apply to law enforcement in performance of their actual duties, of course. This is communism. You can't go anywhere unless you get a written permission slip from the owners of any of those properties. Yeah, I'm already in contact with Gun Owners of America, Firearms Policy Coalition, and Second Amendment Foundation. If you go to Section 43, there's a safe storage definition. That changes. Secured in a locked container at a minimum, their container must be, listen to this stuff, capable of being unlocked only by means of a key, combination, or similar means, and it must be able to deter all but the most persistent from gaining access. A room or a store, even if capable of being locked and surveilled, is insufficient, and retailers must comply with safe storage laws. Let's go to Section 48 of the bill. Mandatory registration of all guns and all magazines. Privately made guns must be registered within 7 days. That's not really new. Mentions there's a new term of expiration date for registrant, and we don't know what that is yet. It's a mandatory reporting of any modifications for new parts to a gun. You change your optic, you need to tell the government. If you build your own firearm, you need to give the government an itemized list of parts that you have included in said firearm. My friends at Browns, I was out there for GunCon, and they're phenomenal. If you happen to be looking for items and you're at Brownell's website and you happen to have at least $100 in your cart, if you use code GNG10, I'll save you some money. How's that? Thanks, Massachusetts, for giving everybody a discount on firearm parts and stuff like that. But get this part. Subsection E of this section implies there are no exemptions for registration for those traveling through the state. So if you want to travel to New England, say you want to go to free New Hampshire, free-ish Vermont, free Maine, you got to travel through Massachusetts or New York. Like, you're not getting there unless you do. So for decades, people were like, I'm not traveling through New York with my guns. Hell no. Well, now, if you travel through Massachusetts, they're saying you have to register your guns with the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Mandatory serializing of magazines. This is section 49. And it's very confusing, the language that they use, and it's done intentionally. Now, if you want to build your own gun, you must obtain a serial number prior to assembling the gun, which was the exact opposite of the way it's always been. And you must register that within 7 days. Any privately made gun must comply with all state and federal safety regulations. There also is a mandatory reporting of the manner in which you produced that gun, whether you assembled it via a kit or additive manufacturing, that's 3D printing. And of course, this doesn't apply to law enforcement. Massachusetts is also creating more prohibited people. A delinquent child is now a prohibited person. Let's talk about the different licenses in Massachusetts. There is what's called a FID card, a firearms identification card. Well, that will now be called the long gun permit. And now Massachusetts will ban anyone under 21 from acquiring said long gun. If you don't report your change of address to the state, they're going to revoke and suspend your firearms license. And also, you must provide your license to law enforcement if you are outside your own property, even if you don't own or possess a gun. Tyranny. This is like Nazi Germany. Check out this part for retailers. This is straight criminal. You must be a licensed retailer to sell magazines. FFLs are required to confiscate any expired license presented to them. If someone presents an expired license to carry, even if it's by a day, that the FFL must confiscate that. They also must forward those to the local licensing authority, the local police department. They must notify the Criminal Justice Information System that they have seized this LTC, and they must issue a receipt to the license holder for their confiscated expired permit. They must then notify the license holder of their responsibility to surrender their firearms and ammunition. And retailers and mass FFLs, they're supposed to be inspected once per year by local law enforcement, but most local law enforcement places don't do that for many reasons. But now they're going to say it's the state police's responsibility, and they will do it. They literally wear the tall, very tall black leather boots. Let's talk about their crazy new training requirements. If this bill were to pass, there would be the following: a written exam, injury prevention and harm reduction education, active shooter and emergency response training, applicable laws relating to the use of force, de-escalation and disengagement tactics, live fire training to be determined by the state police, and all students must meet new established minimum requirements. Criminal Justice Information System will issue the certificate rather than the instructor. So they're taking away the ability of an instructor to give out their own certificates. So now Massachusetts is taking control of all training in the state, at least for the license to carry. Man, Massachusetts has thought of everything on this bill. Guys, it gets worse. And they ban everything. All variants of AKs, ARs, some by name, any copycat or duplicate, which they already had, but it's even worse. Semi-automatic versions of fully automatic weapons. Well, there's a full auto M16, so any AR-15s would be banned in Massachusetts. AK-47s, there's AK full autos, so any variant that's semi-automatic in Massachusetts, banned. MP5s, banned. Glock, interesting. The Glock 18, that's full auto, factory, they sell those to free areas. Now semi-automatic Glocks, according to this bill, would also be banned in Massachusetts. Guys, it gets even worse. There's so much in here. What Massachusetts did was they waited for all of these anti-gun states to put their bills out to see how the legal reaction would be. And then they said, you know what? We're going to one-up this. We're going to make it so Massachusetts is the worst gun control state in the union. This is a bad bill. Like I said, I've already been in contact with Gun Owners of America, Firearms Policy Coalition, Second Amendment Foundation. If you live in Massachusetts, reach out to Goal. There's a link down below which will have their constantly updated page, because as their attorneys are digging into this, they're updating this to let you know what's in it. There's a lot more. I'm not going to bore you with it, but it is the worst. It is the worst bill I've ever seen, and I have seen a lot of anti-gun bills. This one takes the cake. Guys and gals, if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel if you want to stay in the know. I thank you so much for your support in watching this channel. It is because of you that I get to do this. It is because of you all that people on high levels are taking notice of this channel now. And we need to continue what we're doing because the fight will never end. Guys and gals, thank you for your time. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.